My take on Express Chicken Pho. Let's see how easy it is for you to cook yourself this flavored chicken pho. First, you can use a spice infuser if you want. 1½ golf ball sized ginger with skin, 5 cardamom pods, 6 star anise, ½ teaspoon of cane sugar, 2 cinnamon sticks, 2 tablespoons of dry coriander seeds, 90 milliliters or 3 ounces of pure fish sauce, 3 fresh medium-sized onions, wash then partially cut in two. Believe it or not, but these outer dried papery layers have a distinctive flavor perfect for the pho broth. Wash by brushing the ginger skin, then crush it just enough to flatten. A pestle is an easy tool to use. Or the side of a big knife blade is doable too, just enough to flatten. And for demonstration purposes, here are many choices that are offered to you. You can either cook 4 whole organic chicken thighs for dark meat lovers, or 2½ large organic chicken breast for white and lean meat lovers, or 1 whole chicken, which we're going to cook this time for my chicken pho recipe. Apply the same principle for the 4 whole chicken legs if you don't want to use a whole chicken. Great. Now I will deeply wash my hands after manipulating raw chicken. Place over maximum heat and bring to boiling. So keep at maximum heat, and with a shallow ladle or a fine net ladle, remove the foam that forms on the surface of the broth. In my experience, organic meat tend to create much less foam, just like this organic chicken. Once the broth is free of foam, add in all the ingredients previously shown. The onions, partially cut in two, with its outer dried papery layers. The third and last onion, 1½ crushed golf ball sized ginger with skin, 2 to 3 cinnamon sticks, and this spice infuser. Then reduce heat midway between minimum and medium. A pho broth should be as clear as possible. To achieve this, partially cover with a lid. Lean 2 wooden chopsticks horizontally over the top of the pot. Then, place the lid on top of the chopsticks. Try not to overcook the chicken. It takes approximately 35 to 40 minutes for chicken breast and 45 minutes for the whole chicken, as well as 45 minutes approximately for the 4 whole chicken thighs. Once it's cooked, remove it from the broth, set aside, and cover it. Remove the layer of fat on the surface of the broth if needed. Turn off the heat and cover the pot. Let's prepare the solid pho ingredients. So use a very sharp knife to cut 3 fresh green onions. And let's create some fancy flowers with these end parts of the green onions. It's optional though. Isn't it lovely? So if you feel like it, just do it. So a sharp knife is very important. Let's make the third one. But again, these flowers are optional. We can only chop 3 to 5 millimeter slices. Diagonally, if you feel artistically inspired. Again, a sharp blade would be ideal to prevent mashed and watery slices. So 3 to 5 millimeter slices. Thinly slice 1 onion or 3 shallots. about 1 to 2 mm thick. 3 tablespoons of fresh peeled ginger, sliced in thin julienne pieces. We can either have julienne pieces or grated ginger, a grater here, or thin julienne. Next, one of the secrets of the pho aroma is right here. We need 1 teaspoon of finely shredded fresh kaffir lime leaves. I suggest you shred a good quantity and store it in the freezer. It will be ready to serve for various recipes such as this pho. My fastest trick is to use a high-powered blender. Let's see. Wow, okay, a little bit more shredded. Okay, I think it's ready now. Oh my god, the aroma is magical, not to mention the rich nutrients it contains. So save about 1 teaspoon of this shredded kaffir lime leaves and store the rest in the freezer. A perfect, ready to sprinkle, super flavorful ingredient. Okay. So here's dried pho noodles. Dried rice vermicelli, which we're not going to use for this pho recipe, right? I just pre-soaked 300 grams of pho noodles here for 1 hour. You can see how softened they get. Let's drain. So approximate the amount of noodles you wish to cook. Pour triple the amount of water into a big pot. And only when water is at a rapid boil, add the noodles to the water. This step is quite fast. Gently stir the noodles, and when they are cooked al dente, immediately drain them. It takes only 30 seconds or less. So use a heat-resistant strainer. So lift noodles for a few times to cool down and release the hot steam for 15 seconds. That's it. It's ready to serve. The whole chicken, the 4 whole chicken thighs, or the chicken breasts have cooled down. So let's prepare the meat in bit size. I can either use a sharp knife or a pair of kitchen scissors. When I use a whole chicken, I like to start the white meat, the dark meat, and place it nicely on this glass plate. Therefore, it's going to be easier to dress the pho bowls. Just select the part of the meat according to your guesses or your own preferences, whether white, dark, or both meat in each bowl. I get rid of the skin. As you can see, I can simply tear the meat with my fingers. Or I can use a sharp knife to get straight slices. You can see the pair of kitchen scissors next to me. It depends. This way, it's easier for me to distinguish dark and white meat. Cover if needed to keep the meat moister. Place every bowl side by side near the broth. Fill 1/3 of every bowl with noodles. Add some chicken, a 1/4 cup of thinly sliced onions or shallots, 1/2 tablespoon of julienne sliced or grated ginger, 2 tablespoons of sliced green onions. Finish up by sprinkling a 1/4 teaspoon of finely shredded kaffir lime leaves. Very important to bring the broth to a rapid boil before pouring it in each bowl. It's one of the secrets for a successful pho. To prevent burns, do not hold the bowl while pouring. For the final seasoning and topping to taste, from your right to the left, you can add some fresh coriander, fresh thorny coriander, mint leaves, and Thai basil, red Thai chili paste or fresh, nước mắm, which is fish sauce, and of course, some fresh lemon or lime juice. As for me, while I eat, I feel the thrill of pleasure going all the way to my toes.